Hello everybody, once again, I'm your host for Guitar Fridays. This is episode 4 of Guitar Friday, and it comes to you by special request of two good friends of mine, Mr. Fred Pettick and Mr. Stephen McCartney. Asked me to answer the call and partake in the Shakespeare Challenge. Alright, those of you that are still around and didn't shut off the video when I mentioned Shakespeare, thank you for sticking around. Shakespeare Challenge is something I found out about earlier in the week when I discovered a post by a musician that I really love, name of Steve Earle. He performed one of Shakespeare's sonnets. The idea behind this is bringing Shakespeare into the 21st century and kind of putting a modern spin musically on it. So shout out to my colleague Myra Nuri. Miss Nuri posted a video to Facebook recently where she rapped through one of Shakespeare's sonnets. Well, I'm going to play like I play guitar and show you today my interpretation of one of Shakespeare's sonnets, Sonnet 130. Sonnet 130 is taking love poetry and putting it on its head, meaning flipping it over, meaning kind of making fun of love poetry. And so, while Shakespeare has a certain form that he adheres to in his sonnet writing, and there's much more information in the email that I kind of attach to my Guitar Friday episodes, but one thing he does with his form is he has 3 quatrains and a couplet at the end. That's 3 4-line segments that each kind of feature a different mood, and then a couplet to kind of round things out at the end of the poem. I've taken the couplet and made it a little bit of a chorus. So after the first quatrain, I go into the couplet, and then I come back to the remaining quatrains and sing through a bridge and then an outro with the chorus. And so that's a little bit of the process I kind of dreamed up for this, and then just kind of noodled around on the guitar, borrowed from some things I've written previously and augmented those, created a melody just in my head as I was noodling around, and then have pretty much finalized what this song is. So this is the Thomas Smithland version of Sonnets 130 by Shakespeare. I want to dedicate this performance to the memory of John Prine. The art community lost a major creative force earlier this week. John Prine tended to do what country songs, what Shakespeare does here with Sonnet 130, a love poem addressed to his dark lady. My mistress' eyes are nothing like the sun. Coral's far more red than her lips red. If snow be white, why then her breasts are done. If hairs be wires, black wires grow on her head. And yet, by heaven, I think my love is rare as any she belied with false compare. Seen roses demasked, red and white, no such roses I see in her cheeks, and in some perfumes there is more delight than in the breath that from my mistress reeks. I love to hear her speak, yet well I know that music hath a far more pleasing sound. I grant I never saw a goddess go. My mistress, when she walks, treads on the ground. And yet, by heaven, I think my love is rare as any she belied with false compare. Thank you very much. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Happy Friday, and enjoy the rest of your school vacation this weekend. Bye-bye.